Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today is September 17th, 2016. Yes, it is officially Batman Day, and in honor of Batman Day, I'll be doing a review of the DC Comics Designer Series, Greg Capullo's 0-Year Survival Batman from DC Collectibles. Taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a window box packaging with the DC Comics Designer Series blurb at the bottom. Turning the box around, we can see all 4 figures from this wave, including the Joker, Survival Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Batman out of the box, and man, this guy is definitely awesome and one of the most unique Batman figures that we received in a very long time. So with this guy finally in hand, let's take a closer look at Survival Batman. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Survival Batman here. So one thing that I'll say just right off the bat, just pulling him out of the box, he just looks badass to me. Just this design just looks badass. That's my main word I'm going to use to describe him. I just love the look they went with him in this book, the 0-Year. Just with the short sleeves, you know, showing off his biceps and his arms and whatnot. I love the fact that we're getting the old school like purple gloves and whatnot. That's really cool. The backpack just came out really nice and whatnot, and the more like survival type of utility belt just came out really cool. I just think he's just a badass looking figure. So the detail of the head just came out really good. I love that Capullo Batman look. Such a classic look now that I just absolutely love what DC Collectibles does with the sculpt of that. Came out beautiful. I love all the painted detailing of like the buckles on here and whatnot, and the leather straps and all that. All this extra brown paint right here, and it all does have a wash that goes over it to show like it's dirty or textured and whatnot. It just came out really good. Loving all of that. You get this little silver buckle here. All the pouches came out really nice, and the belt, the backpack came out really nice and dirty and scruffy, like he's really like, you know, just surviving out there in the woods or whatever it may be. Things like that just came out really cool. The crossbow in the back, you see there's like metallic silver in some areas and more of a gray in others. So a lot of good paint apps in this figure. Love the fact that we're getting more like these little spots all throughout the figure here, to make it look like dirty and whatnot, like he's been running through like the mud or whatever it may be. Just things like that came out really cool. Even on the boots, you can see here plain solid boots, but you see there's brown spots going throughout the boots too. Like again, just to show that he's been like out there in the woods or the mud and things like that. So it came out really cool, man. Dig that quite a bit. He really only does have the one accessory, which is his little knife right here, little survival knife. It does fit in this one hand only, and it's a nice tight grip, so he holds it very well. Liking that a lot. This fist, or this hand right here, is a closed fist, so that's all I can really do with that. So it really is just for the one hand. And then he does have a little holster right there for the knife, and that holds in very tight, so that's not going anywhere and whatnot. So liking that a lot. He does have this like rope string, whatever this is. It does feel like it's an actual rope, and it does look like you can unravel it if you really wanted to pull it out and actually have him hold it or hang from it, whatever it may be. But I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna leave it in there because I just like the way it looks just like that. But it does have a little hook just like that. If you want to have him hold it in his hand like that, you'll see some pictures at the end where I have him holding it, but you can pull that off the little clip right here. So we're just going to hang that on just like that, and that's how it'll hold. So as far as the articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, rolls around just a little bit, does turn left and right, does look up pretty good, about that far, does look down a little bit. The shoulders are ball hinged, so you can go up and down, out about that far. We do get a bicep swivel, allows it to rotate left and right. Single bend at the elbow, works really good. We do get a wrist hinge, allows it to rotate left and right. And it looks like it actually does hinge just like that, back and forth, up and down, just like that. We do get an ab crunch feature, allows it to fold, bend over just like that. Bend back about that far, which was pretty good. And we do get a waist swivel, allows it to rotate left and right. One thing that I do not like about the Capullo Batman figures, I feel like the crotch is just too bulgy. I know it's a weird way to describe it, but he just naturally has a very wide stance, and I kind of don't like that. But the articulation here works pretty good. Allows it to kick up only about that far. Looks like it's hitting the belt right here, so it's hindered just a bit. Kicks back even further than it does forward, so that's a little weird. Doesn't really kick out much, just about that much. We do get a rotation right there at the thigh. We do get a double jointed knee, works very good. And I love the sculpting of like the knee pad right here that kind of covers up the joint a bit, so it makes it look a lot more natural. So I think that works very, very well. We do get a boot cut, allows it to rotate left and right, and then we actually do get a swivel right here at the ankle itself, allows that to rotate left and right, and point the toe up and down just a little bit, and then no ankle rocker. Well, you know, one thing that I do feel that this figure is lacking is really, honestly, just a lack of accessories. I kind of wish we did get like a separate rope piece or something like that, or a different type of material. But what I noticed that I was hoping for is that we could actually use the crossbow, or we could pull the crossbow out. But that is actually part of the sculpt of the backpack. So I originally thought we were able to pull that out and he could be able to hold it, but nope, that's just a little piece in there. And that's all part of the backpack sculpt, and so that's actually a little disappointing. But what's cool though, we actually do get a little string, an actual string right there. You can see me folding it right there on the crossbow itself. But yeah, it is disappointing that it's not a separate accessory and it's actually just part of the sculpt. So he's always going to have that just there on his back. So other than that, I just think this is such a cool looking figure, man. It's such a unique and different look. And if you're a fan of the Capullo art, especially Capullo Batman and the 0 Year storyline, I think you would absolutely love this figure for your collection. So for a quick comparison, here he is standing next to the very first designer series Greg Capullo Batman, also from DC Collectibles. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to the Greg Capullo Joker from this wave that I've already previously reviewed. And for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat-Bomb. And in honor of Batman Day, here he is standing next to a bunch of other Batman figures from my collection. And if you want to show off your collection, please post up pictures on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter with the hashtag BatBomb82. So there it is, guys. My review of the DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo's 0 Year Survival Batman from DC Collectibles. And what a great Batman day it is. What this figure lacks in accessories more than makes up in just an awesome and badass action figure to have in your collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.